Thank you, amazing. Well, you know what I rewatched the other day, and they're so funny. The Austin Powers series.
Oh, really?
Like, they're so much more funnier now too because
you
of
probably
like
get all the jokes.
Yeah, and also like cancel culture. So they say some shit in there where you're just like, oh, that's like not
Like,
acceptable.
you can't do that now.
Yeah, that are really funny. Like, they were so good.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right, Luke's. Have a great day. Anytime, Opie Teller. My wife lets me know when she's mad. Normally, I get a pillow thrown at me.
Oh, that's awesome. See, that's a good relationship right there.
This past weekend, I attended short class that focused specifically on codependency in relationships. Yeah, that's the problem with me is I was so codependent, and that's where I'm trying to like break that tie. And you know what's ironic is when I do break the codependency tie, I actually flourish because I am doing my own stuff. Like, for instance, like taking out my own trash. I'm just more tidier. I don't rely on him to tidy up my house, so I do it. You know, so I flourish more. But what happens is like maybe 2 months goes by and something starts creeping back in where I feel lonely. And that's where I figure out like, oh shit, I really need to work on myself because there's something there that I'm just afraid to be alone, and I need to figure out why, you know? So you really have to kind of dissect yourself, which is hard.
Make it rain!
Oh shit, you got to make it rain?
Yeah, did it pop up?
I didn't see it, no.
I think it's for a certain amount of biddies.
Okay.
What do I do if all my ex says she wants me to move on, but I'm not ready? Whoa, your ex says she wants you to move on, but you're not ready to move on? How do I start to move on? Bro, if she wants you to move on, you need to not talk to her anymore then, you know? And you need to write things down about why you're not ready to move on and then start dissecting those things. Like, that's why I say writing things down, because if you write down your issues, you can start looking at them on paper and say, like, why do I have this issue? Okay, let me look at it and figure out why, and dissect it, and, you know, breaking down the problems that you have into smaller problems. It's always easier. I don't know. What do you think?
For me?
Yeah.
Well,
sometimes I'll do a bubble, you know, and then I'll have lots of bubbles split from my bubbles.
Good. I mean, it's really hurtful, right? What he's probably going through. Because, you know, especially if you still have feelings for her, but she doesn't, or she's saying she doesn't. Mm-hmm. But here's the trick about all that. Just remember, as soon as you stop having feelings for her, she's going to have feelings for you again. I promise that. So the best thing for you to do is to take that advice. And I don't know what your, like, a lot of times it helps to get a slump buster.
What's that?
That's like when you go have sex with like someone like
just some nasty.
Well, just it doesn't have to be. It's just like someone to kind of go through like the slump.
Oh, a slump buster.
Yeah, like a slump buster. Like you're going through a slump. So if you have an option,
that you don't date that you just fuck to get over.
Yeah, or you could have sex with her sister or her cousin.
Whoa, this is gonna cause extra problems. Holy shit, hold on.
Totally joking.
Oh my god. So you're saying we should just use people? Meg says, how do you stop yourself from jumping into a new relationship so quick? I think I'm a serial dater. I think you are a serial dater since I've known you, but there's two things to that. Like, first of all, are you the type of person that loves to fall in love? Because there are people out there that love to fall in love that will always fall in and out of love, and it's not something they need to change. They just like the feeling of falling in love, and that's okay to be that type of dater. But, or are you that type of person? Or do you have commitment issues, and that's why you're a serial dater? So whenever it gets too serious, you back away and go to the next person because you don't want to commit. And I would say, well, what's your fear of commitment? You know, why do you fear commitment to one person? No, I've only been in love once and I have commitment issues. Yeah, so commitment issues are like, you have to figure out why you have commitment issues. And most of the time, the commitment issues have to do with like stuff that happened to you in your childhood or your teen years, or your early college years. And that's stuff that you have to write down and think about and see if you can self-help yourself. Or if it's bad commitment issues, I would say therapy, you know?
Therapy will help.
Yeah, because sometimes like like commitment issues, I think, in my opinion, are related to childhood stuff and teenhood stuff, to where like if something makes you how you are from your childhood, or you've been through trauma, or like teen stuff you've had, maybe you were bullied or something, but it's affecting you as an adult, I almost 100% of the time say you should go to a therapist, because normal people aren't equipped with the tools to look into our past and figure out how to get over them, or figure out what the issue is that's stopping us from progressing, right? You need an outside mind to help you do that. You need somebody with a degree to help you do that, to do it in a safe space. So that's my personal opinion when it comes to commitment issues.
But also, you might be uncomfortable being alone.
Yeah.
And so something like that, that's something that if you face head on, you're going to be stronger in the long run anyway. So you might want to try just being alone for a little while.
Yeah.
You know, and
try not dating anyone for a while.
Yeah, just see how that feels.
I feel trapped, which is why I'm always traveling. Girl, I just think also like you have, like you're you know, you're just in your job. I think it's just also a part of your career, right? I think it affects you. Like I think my career affects my dating. I think yours definitely affects your dating because of, you know, just what you do. You're a badass bitch.
What does Megan do?
I don't know if I don't want to stay online, but
that's cool.
She's just a badass bitch.
She's a double B?
Yeah, she's a double B. So I mean, when you're in that environment, that stress is gonna do some shit to you, girl. But
good for you.
I'm proud.
Make it
I'm fucking proud of you for being in it. Aw, thanks, Moogie. What if you live in the middle of nowhere, Midwest, and there's barely women around here, and it would be financial suicide to move?
I know the answer.
Oh.
There's a dating app called Farmers Only.
Yeah, I was on Farmers Only.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was.
Nice.
Yes, I was trying to get banged on the tractor.
Oh, that's cool. How did it work?
I didn't get anybody.
Oh, okay.
Because there's like, they're all the way, like the farmers here are far, far away.
I'm sure someone would have drove in for that opportunity.
I just want to get fucked on a tractor.
You're like, didn't you get fucked on a tractor or something?
I did actually.
Or like a forklift?
A forklift, and they were moving it up and
my
down.
God.
They were. I was getting gangbanged on a forklift, guys, and they started moving it up and down.
For that one.
Yeah, for the height. They were like, "Oh, this guy's a little shorter. Lower it." And then I would be like, "Me." And I remember being fucked in doggy and being like, "This is your life. These are the moments of your life."
Hey, that's a spectacular moment.
Yeah, things hit you in your life where you just think like, "This is my life," and you check it off for.
I think
let's
I
remember
love that.
that.
That's probably one of the coolest things I've ever heard.
So let's see. 2 years ago, I broke off for a relationship of 7.5 years. It wasn't healthy at all. I pretty much didn't sleep the last year and a half. I don't really have any definitive proof of it. She went to visit her girlfriend out of town and said she ended up talking to another guy. A few weeks later, she went to visit him. It was supposed to just be the day after, but she happened to miss the train and stayed the whole weekend. I don't know why. I still seem to be stuck. Advice. So, are you in this relationship now or no? Because I'm confused. I'm going to read somebody else's until I can go back to yours. Let's see. Here's a question. I've been dating a girl from Tinder who caught me not with her looks, but with her bio. We started talking on the phone and talked for several hours a day. But now, 7 months later, I doubt looks are a problem for me, as others I have dated were far prettier and sexy. What do I do?
You might be in the friend zone.
Yeah, you might be in the friend zone.
If you're talking for several hours on the phone.
Yeah.
That just for the earlier comment, that's one way to get in the friend zone quick, is just sitting on the phone for several hours with a woman.
Yeah.
You want to set up your dates to be in person.
Yeah. Not over the phone.
Yeah, because what are you going to talk about in person if you talk about it all over the phone?
Yeah.
And then girls aren't going to be all intrigued.
Yeah, that's true. You were literally on a new level at that moment. Okay, let's see.
Look, this guy